Welcome, guys. Team Talk TV. Myself, Coach. I'm going to be stepping in for Samo this week. Obviously, you got me. We got Dots in the building. Dots, what are you saying? Ibs, we got Ibs in the building. Ibs, what's good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Good. Kev, what are you saying?
Well, go on.
All right, cool. We ain't even going to waste no time. We're going to get straight into it. Arsenal versus Wolves. Arsenal lose, what's the third consecutive home game? I think they've lost 2-1 to Wolves. Listen, I'm gonna give it over to the Arsenal guys first. Dots, what have you got to say about the game?
The game was as they've been for the past few weeks, to be honest. Boring, not creating much. To be honest, today was surprisingly even more bad than normal. Like, the passing was disgraceful throughout. The final third passing was disgusting from everyone. Aubameyang, Saka, Joe Pillock, all of them, just disgraceful. Bellerin from the right-hand side, Tierney from the left. It's like they got to the final third, just pick the final pass. None of them could do it. It was just a mess, man. So, yeah, boy.
What was the formation?
What was the formation? 4-2-3-1, I believe.
Yep.
Right, Ibs?
Yep, 4-2-3-1, yeah.
So who was the three behind Aubameyang?
Willian and Saka.
Yeah.
Saka. Okay, cool.
Obviously, everyone's been screaming for Aubameyang to be, Aubameyang number 9. You're there, play him in the middle, this and that. Didn't do jack shit again today, apart from cardio.
Do you think that's down to the service, or do you think that's just down to him?
Oh, today, I was real with everyone in the group. It's service, plus he doesn't look like he's on it either. Like, he doesn't have that energy in him, that you get me, that aggressiveness to his play at all. There's one chance he had, he kicked the ball like a 7-year-old, coach. He just looked like he wasn't concerned or anything. So I don't know what's going on there, boy. But yeah, definitely a service issue for sure. Without service, not many strikers can do much. But at the same time, get involved. Like, you get me. Get involved in the build up, in the play. Do something. Look like you're on it. At least you're the captain.
Three defeats in a row at home. Is there any cause for concern?
Oh, absolutely. Because we have Spurs next, my guy. Okay, so there's a lot of concern. And after that, and I'm sure there's another big team after Spurs. So there is a lot of concern because
is it playing staff concern or managerial concern?
Bro, fam, you see me, yeah, I'm realistic. I like Arteta, yeah. I see the difference, as man say. You get me? I can see the difference, and I did see the difference. If anyone says they didn't see the difference when he came in and what he's changed and so on and so forth, they're a liar.
So you think he can only do with what he's got, though?
Exactly. This is the thing. He needs time. Yeah, everyone needs time, right? And he needs a lot of money. Not a small amount, a lot of money, because there's a lot of trash and shit in that team at the moment. You get me? So, but the thing is, football is a fickle sport. Once the L's start racking up, right? 5 L's in a row, 6 L's in a row. You get me? A draw in between, one stupid win, but it's not enough. The fans will get back. The media will start putting a pressure on you, like, oh, is he up to the job? And then before you know it, it's going to be, oh, is Arteta going to be sacked? Get me? That's just how football is. So.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm on your side of Arteta.
Yeah, it is
I think he needs a bit more time. Football's just too fickle.
Yeah, what can he do with what he's got? That's the bottom line here. Like I said at the very start of the season when everyone was doing their predictions, we're not anywhere close to the top 4. And now it's looking even more brazen than that. You get me? So what can he do? He needs a lot of money, a lot of new players. And
what do you think they should be looking for in January?
100% a creative attacking midfielder.
Okay.
One that can score goals, create goals, and just nip play. That's what we need for sure.
You guys wanted a while, innit?
Yeah. And we also need a winger. We need a winger. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think you're missing Partey as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you can't just say, "Oh, we're missing Partey, and he's the final piece of the jigsaw."
Of course.
Still trash.
Yeah.
It's still trash. Doesn't
So
matter.
let me know. Let me know how you're feeling on it, because you're no Arsenal fan as well.
No,
So
I am, but I agree with what Lloyd said, and that is quite hard for me to say. But Oba ain't doing his part, because as much
was he
as
better starting from the left?
I don't mind him starting from the left. That's fine.
Okay,
I did not mind him on the left if Laka was up front, but he was getting goals there. But if you put him up front and the service isn't there, then he can't do nothing. He's getting 4 or 5 touches in the box, taking aimless shots or just trying to scuff. He's not that type of striker. So then you're all struggling.
Sorry.
No, but wait, let me finish. Sorry, okay, let me finish. Then you're struggling. So my thing is, everyone's like, Martinelli, let him come back, which I'm a big advocate for, but it's going to take time. And when we're seeing Willian play and Willock's playing, and then Danny Ceballos and Xhaka are doing the same thing, there's nothing. It's so lax. It's so... Arsenal haven't played good football since Santi Cazorla got injured.
Wow.
They have not played good football since Santi got injured, bro.
Let me just piggyback off that, bro.
Please.
When we say good football, yeah, it's not just a 1-2 game here. I'm saying consistent, like, consistent good football. Like, each game you're saying, oh, this is, you get me? We're looking, this is football. Bro, I cannot remember the last time, and that's very concerning for me. I've accepted it, and I'm used to it now, but it's literally, I have to think that far back to Cazorla days when we had Santi, Ramsey in that team, all them guys there, right? We haven't played good since then.
Even when Arsenal beat Spurs under Unai, they won FA Cups and that. It's not like we were like, rah, we played these teams off the park or anything. It was more like we just got the result. Yeah. See Arsenal back in the early 2010s, yeah? With Bentner, you had Shamak, all these man. Arsenal weren't great as like a team that was going to win the title. But I promise you, their performances they put out, they were slumping teams in Champions League with Bentner and them, man. But now the team is not there. The football's just meh. It's so bland. Who'd you
put that down to, Ibs?
It's a combination
quality of players.
It's the quality of players. It's the way the team's set up. It's the
you don't like the 4-2-3-1.
Hold on, I don't understand what's going on with all this short-termism memory. Like I don't particularly get it. Aubameyang was scoring goals.
Yeah, but T, we're not talking about that. He's not scoring goals. We're talking about the team, actual team. Even though you might bang goals, the football is not great. Like I said, Arsenal winning trophies, and I'm a big win trophies. But if the football's not great, it will suffer in due course. And look what's happening. Let me ask you. How you lose to Wolves, Villa, and whoever else at home?
Is it Leicester?
Wolves are a good team.
Okay. But let me ask you this, Arsenal fans. Let me ask you this really quick. With the players you have at your disposal, yeah. What formation would you play, and who would you be your starting 11? If you can do that quick for me, Lloyd, you're first. Dots, you're first.
Formations. I don't subscribe to all that stuff really.
Your first 11 then.
Okay, cool. Leno, Tierney, Gabriel, Luis, Cedric, right back. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And two holding. I'd go with Partey and Ceballos.
Okay.
Ceballos, fair enough. And then Pepe.
Wait, sorry, who did you say your two were?
He said Partey and Ceballos.
Oh, Partey and Ceballos, okay.
Yeah. And then I'd go probably Martinelli.
Mm-hmm. Where? On the right?
Left.
Okay.
Saka, Pepe on the right, and then Alba up top.
Okay. So like a 4-4-2. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Gibbs, what about you?
1-4-3-3.
Same. I'd have the same back four, but I'd probably swap Cedric for Maitland-Niles, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Right back. And then I'd have Partey and Elneny. And then I'd just have Saka in the 10. And I'd have Pepe on the right, Oba on the left, and Martinelli up front.
Okay.
Yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So like I said before, in January, what do you think they should be going for, Ibs? Because Dots is saying attack and creative midfielder. What do you think?
Like what's the guy's name? Sabaletsky, whatever his name is. I don't know. I forgot his name. The guy who's the centre mid who's got release clause at 25 mil. His name starts with, I forgot his name. Anyway.
Where does he play?
He's a creative midfielder. What's he play for? Who does he play for? What nationality is he? Yeah. Him, or I'd have some hour. Simple as that. Just throw the cash.
And the thing is,
throw the cash. Just throw the cash.
At the moment, if that guy's got 25 million buyout clause, that's a simple deal.
My point exactly.
Times 40, 60 million per hour. This guy Sabalowski, whatever his name is, he looks like.
I'll get his name up and then I'll find it for you.
Yeah, it looks like a
proper. Cool.
We need a winger. I've said it again.
I wouldn't mind a winger as well.
Do you know what I would say? Watching the game today, what Arsenal didn't have that Wolves had. They didn't have a Traore, like someone that can literally commit players and carry the ball, which is what I think Wilf Zaha would suit you guys so much. That's what I feel.
For goodness sake, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
We haven't got William for 3 years.
3 years, G. That's a big contract, you know. It's not a small contract.
When you add all the amount of wages, it's a lot of money you've wasted here, guys.
And he's got bonuses, he's got all of that. Signing on fee. It's just dog.
Yeah, I don't care if it was free because you add up the wages. How much are you going to pay?
Are you saying this about Zaha?
Huh?
No,
he's saying this about Zaha.
William.
No, William. Oh, okay, yeah.
Waste of money, bro. Waste of money. He's raw. He's raw to the core.
Well, I think Zaha's a good shout for Arsenal. I think he could be your Traore.
They should have gone out for him and seen the difference that he'd bring to this 11. He goes straight into the 11, and he brings a lot. He brings a lot, bro.
So, Kev, looking from the outside, and obviously you're not an Arsenal supporter, but from what you saw, you watched the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, from what you saw, obviously from Arsenal, what's your views on it?
I think they're you can't argue with the points both of the Arsenal boys are raising. I think the whole factor is sometimes you need to get your best player on the ball as much as you can. Aubameyang's the best player in the number 9 slot, which they tried today. If that's not getting him on the ball, you've got to put him in a position where he can get on the ball a little bit more. Towards the end of the game, he was on the ball a little bit more on the left, tried a couple of shots, they were deflected, but it was more than what was going on before. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he was scoring his goals. He was kind of making his own things happen for him a bit. You need to get him on the ball. You need to get him playing.
Yeah, man.
So that segues into my next question, yeah? So, obviously, you guys have spoken about January. You think you should go and get an attacking midfielder. Obviously, Arsenal are showing a lack of creativity right now with the players that they got right now.
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, so are you guys on the bandwagon of bringing someone out from the cold, for a short-term solution and bringing him in for now?
I would. You know I would. There's no reason for me to even sit there and answer the question. You know what I'm going to say. If Arsenal can't see that a lack of creativity is not a problem and you can't see Mesut Ozil and maybe just put him in and see, then no, cool, then fine. Then that's what they've got to do with.
So you're happy with that? You're happy with
but there's no point me getting over this because it's an argument. It's an argument that will go on for a. You can't even talk work rate. You see, Willock, what work rate did he have today? Please, it's not even a work rate thing. It's just about someone who can provide your players. Even if it's not him, play Smith Rowe. Just do something different. It's
Smith Rowe there?
He didn't even.
Ibs said,
I don't even think he's in the squad.
Ibs just said, let's just put him in and see. How many times do you want to see before you open your...
It can't get any worse. It can't get any worse than what it is now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't put Ozil in. You cannot put Ozil in that team and think it can get any worse, bro. I'm sorry.
And worse, we want to get better, Ibs. We want to get better.
But Arsenal, with what we've got until Jan, G, I promise you, it's going to just be worse and worse. The thing about the Spurs game next week, is it is a free hit. Because nothing ever happens. You don't know what can happen in North London. It's a free hit, yeah? So Arsenal might turn up.
What's going to happen next week now?
Ibs, we'll go into that preview after.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but anyway, what I'm saying is I would bring him in, but I'm the one who's always, Arsenal this. I'd bring him in and play him. That's it.
That's your opinion. Fair.
Okay, so Dots, what about you?
Bro, this guy, when Arteta first came in, Arteta gave him you're my guy. I believe in you, bloody blah. Show him what you can do. He failed all the exams.
Bro, he's created the most chances since he's been dropped out.
Finish, bro. Please, let me finish. I don't want to hear chances created and all that crap. You know how I feel about
But no one's creating chances. That's the issue. Finish.
Whatever stats you want. I watch the football 90 minutes, week in, week out, effing and blinding. He's not creating anything, bro. Please. Passing to the left into the last final third is not creating a chance, Ibs. And that's what they're tallying it down to, bro. Please. I'm not having Mesut Ozil in that team anymore. He's finished, done. Let's forget about Mesut Ozil.
So my
Smith Rowe and stuff like that. Fine. That's when you want to. When I'll accept. Yeah, try and let's see. We've tried with Ozil countless times. There's no more trying with that guy. Please try with someone else, not Ozil. That's it. That's my point.
And that's what I was going to ask you guys, Arsenal supporters. Who is that someone else? If you don't get a creative midfielder in January, with who you have right now, who do you play in that position?
Then cancel the season, coach. What are you talking about, fam? Listen, they better wake up and look at the team now and look at the performances. If they don't sign a creative midfielder, it's a relegation battle, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, and I'm not exaggerating, because you can't score 10 goals after 10 games and expect that you're going to do anything in this league. That's no different from Sheffield United, is it? Is it? Bro? Is it?
Okay.
It's not different.
For this. Can I ask you some Arsenal fans as well?
Yep.
Who in the starting 11 today? Yep. Would you keep in that starting 11?
Gabriel, without a shadow of a doubt.
That's one. That's one, and that's it. Obviously,
No. Aubameyang, and you've got to keep Leno in there. You just got to keep him because he's.
Oh, bro, don't even listen.
No, I'm with you. That first goal, I don't know what he's doing, but you got to keep him there. That's me.
Why though?
What about Tierney?
We ain't got another keeper.
You want to try with Ozil? Try with someone else as well, then. Try Runarsson, bro.
Who else? Oh, Saka would play, obviously, and Thomas Partey would play. Pepe would always play, but I don't know. Like for me, Pepe's a confidence player. He reminds me a bit of Jovino. It's a confidence player. If they're not banging, it's long. If they are, it's cool. But there's not a lot of Arsenal players who will start. But this is the situation we're dealt with. You just got to deal with it. Simple as that.
Okay, cool, man. Cool. Well, listen. Hopefully, Arsenal, the board are listening to you guys. In January, they go and find someone. So hopefully, but next game, Tottenham's going to be a tough one. All right, we're going to move on to the next match that happened today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You guys watched the Chelsea versus Spurs match?
I only watched like the first 20 minutes.
Kev, you watched the match?
Yeah, but I fell asleep.
Okay, so the gist of it, what did you guys see? What you saw? What did you think about the game?
Typical Mourinho performance.
Yeah, for me, Mourinho knew, okay, a draw keeps us top. 6 at the back, straight. 6 at the back.
was it a 6 at the back?
No. It was 4 at the back, but the way Sissoko and
it was a 3 at the back.
Sissoko and Højbjerg that were tucked, it was basically 6. At times I saw 6 man on flat defending. Yeah.
But I feel like it's a typical Mourinho. The thing about Mourinho and what's smart about it is because he'll look at this as a point. But if they now go beat Chelsea at home, they've got 4 points off Chelsea. That's brilliant for them. That's 4 points.
Yeah, because they played Man City, won that home match, drew the away match to Chelsea, and then.
So now if they go to City, go to City and get a draw, it's 4 points. Those points are massive because they should expect to beat the other teams. He looks at it that way. He just doesn't want to lose. Yeah, that's his thing. Don't lose.
But you know what it is? Do you know what I found out today as well? I feel that for the first time that I've seen him managing, I think Lampard went into it scared as well. I think a lot of people are going to talk about Mourinho parking the bus, and I didn't see Lampard really making brave subs or brave sort of formation just going forward.
He brought on Pulisic.
He didn't change the shape of the team. He didn't take off any like defensive player to go for the game at home. He looked like he wasn't making those brave decisions either.
Spurs are always dangerous. They're always going to be dangerous on that counter, and that's what they were looking
I agree.
For.
Probably think that's what they lose.
Yeah, the first time, and they could have stolen it if it wasn't for useless decisions making at the end.
Yeah. I mean, even I think the first half was much better than second half. Second half was a drab. Like seriously, it was awful. When Kev said he fell asleep, that's why he probably fell asleep.
Yeah,
it was awful. Like it was just 2 teams that were just playing for the point, and if you get a counter attack or a breakaway or a mistake, they were in for it. But right now, I think Spurs are top of the table.
Exactly. Joint top with Liverpool, yeah.
Joint top with Liverpool.
Unbeaten in all their away games, which is mad at this stage of the season, to be honest.
How do you feel about Spurs? Obviously, I know they're your rivals and that, but how do you feel about Spurs where they're at right now? I think it's coming up, what is it, a year since Mourinho took over now?
Business quietly, boy. They've surprised me. They've blasted peas. I don't know where the peas are coming from. They need to investigate. They need to Bro, come on, guys.
They just said they lost 63 million the other day. They just
blasted $1 billion on the stadium and they're still splashing more. How? Yeah. But credit to them. They brought in solid players and they're doing.
Spurs are a team that's gonna, be there and about. It's the next stage, isn't it? And They need a trophy. Whatever trophy that is, they need it. Because if they get that trophy, it will kick them on. They'll crave for it. And Mourinho's a serial winner. He'll make them crave for more trophies.
Yeah, I think they're on the line of getting that first trophy. Kev, what do you think about Spurs so far? It's a year in for Mourinho.
Mourinho will probably win that trophy that he was just talking about, that one trophy. And then that's the thing, because I'm not really the biggest Mourinho fan. He'll have that trophy, and then he'll start talking the biggest talk like he's the best again, which is going to get on my nerves. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen. Like, to be honest with you, I just for the Mourinho factor, I have nothing against Spurs, but for the Mourinho factor, I don't like his style of play. I don't like they're the ones that sent me to sleep today. Like, it's just.
It was a boring
the tactical approach. Yeah, he takes all the joy out of football sometimes. He used to do it with United, and he's doing it with Spurs as well.
What you say, Dots?
They've beaten City. They've beaten Man U. Did they lose to Liverpool? Did they lose to Liverpool?
I'm not sure. Have they played Liverpool?
Yeah. No, I don't believe they've played Liverpool yet.
I don't play Liverpool. I think they might have them soon.
Yeah, they do. They do have that. They Tottenham Liverpool's, I believe, after the Tottenham Arsenal game.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be good, man. I think Mourinho's done well his first year in charge. They're definitely in the mix to win the title for sure. I mean, if they stay where they are right now until Christmas, you just never know on the back end of the season. So it's good. Just touch on quickly before we move on. Ibs first. Ibs, what do you feel about Lampard and Chelsea?
I still feel like he's a guy who's under pressure because of what he spent, but they're quietly going well. I just don't know if if Werner should be out on the left. I feel like if you've bought him, just play him up top. I understand what Tammy brings, but if you've bought him, play him. Same with Private. Same with...
What is that exactly that he brings?
Tammy, bro,
I'm with you, Dots. I'm with you.
No. He plays for a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but yeah. And then you bought Havertz. He's still on the bench. Your Pulisic is back. He was your guy. Play him, bro. No, but it's true. Just. I feel like Chelsea are going about their business quietly, but they need. He's under pressure if they don't do that. Definitely.
Do you think they will sustain the title charge?
It'll make it interesting if they do, because that'll be a big trophy for Frank. And also, Frank's had 2 finals and he's lost 2. He really needs
in the big games this season. They haven't done anything, G.
He's lost 2 finals. So for him, he might look at this as I need a trophy now, because 2 finals in your first season ain't great to lose.
Yeah.
The thing about Chelsea is, they've got all the tools, don't you think? The way they spent, though, there's no particular area where you're like, they need this type of player. They spent well.
Which is why I feel like they really should be pushing on, because if you look at their team, it's brilliant. Even Kozuma's got better, but they need to sustain it. They need to be there in April. They need to.
Keeper that they've bought.
What you say?
This keeper that they've bought.
Oh yeah, Mendy's like him. Oh, Mendy's good.
Oh God,
you like him?
It's what you want. It's what you want, G.
Yeah,
he doesn't look like he's in trouble at all, ever. Like, I've got this covered. If a shot comes, I'm going to save it. And I'm not going to save it into the path of another player, like certain keepers. He's going to save it to the side. You get me? How you're meant
to. Is that your own keeper you're talking about?
Oh, let's not go back. Let's go forward. Certain keepers today, and they just do that. Push it into the team's path and let them knock in the rebound. I don't know what keeping that is. But yeah, he looks assured. 8 clean sheets out of 9.
Oof, yeah, it looks like I don't think other keepers coming back, boy. Whatnot. But let's see how Chelsea and Spurs keep it up. We'll see how they are after Christmas. That's going to be an important time and whatnot. But there was another game that happened today that was a bit more dramatic than the other 2. I see Kev smiling, so I'm smiling too. So it's all good. Southampton versus United, 2-0 down at halftime. Come back 3-2. Our new number 7, Cavani, gets 2 goals, gets a typical last-minute goal, Fergie time, to make it 3-2. Kev, what's your reaction to that game today?
You know, the weirdest thing about today, I was ecstatic when we won the game.
What would you like at half-time?
Half-time, I was disappointed with the goals we let in, but you know, personally, I'm a performance guy. If I can see the performance in the team, that's where the confidence used to come from. Do you see what I'm saying? Especially, I don't like to go back to it, but the Fergie era, the confidence came from, sometimes you could see the performance, like, oh, we lost to a couple fluky goals, or a fluky goal winning. Not even, sometimes it was world-class goals. And then the performance in the team, you knew the players could pull it out. Do you see what I'm saying? So today, halftime, I was like, you know what? All we need is one goal. I just knew all we needed. So you
still believed?
Yeah. I knew all we needed was one goal, secretly. And that's why I was like, listen, it's no alarm bells.
This is what I was going to come to you about secretly, G. This is the thing with you, Kev. You say something in the group, and then after...
What did I say?
You were blinding in the group, G, and saying this and that. Bro, you weren't confident. That's my thing.
We'll take that off, and I'll show you, and you need to show me that. And then next week or whenever, you turn around and say no, because I said it in the group. I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, to be fair, everyone was. You could smell Southampton were gonna throw it. You could just smell it. They're just,
they've been on a good run though, Southampton.
I think, if I'm honest, I'd rather be going into halftime 1-0 up than 2-0 up. And I know that might sound weird and stupid, but when you're 2-0 up, you get lax. When you're 1-0 up, you're still alert. When you're 2-0 up against a big team like United, Southampton probably thinking, oh, guys, look, let's just, fool around. I heard Theo Walcott was doing nonsense. I heard they were just keeping it here. They weren't, because they're 2-0 up. But if they're 1-0 up, they're still alert. They're like, guys, we need to kill this game off. But when you're 2-0 up, sometimes I've seen too many times Arsenal were 2-0 up and they get lax over the years. That 2-0 lead, if you're not a team who can punish other teams, it's a long scoreline to have. Because then when you lose 3-2, you feel disgusted in yourself.
Especially the way they did it, that last minute header and whatnot. Which brings me to my next point, Kev. Yeah, I'm going to ask you first before I ask the other two. Is it time for our number 7 to now be our new number 9? Yeah, because a lot of people in our football groups and that, they were having this whole thing about Martial's unhappy on the left. Mourinho played him on the left. He needs to be the number 9. He's more happier when he's number 9. Ibra took his number 9 number because he had number 11. He's going to be much happier. You can see the best out of him. Is it time, do you feel, right now, with that sample size you've seen of Cavani, that it's time for Martial to go back to the left and play Cavani down the middle?
No.
Why is that?
Because when Man United were good, we had 4 strikers, 4 top strikers. You need
it's not 1999 no
strikers. You need but at the same time, you need different. Sometimes Martial's qualities are good for the game that you're going into. Sometimes Cavani's when you need pace and you need penetration, going in behind and making the runs and carrying the ball. Sometimes you need different things. The aerial ability of Cavani, unquestionable.
Does Martial score them 2 headers today?
No, definitely not. So that's my point. Sometimes, depending on the game, it's a lovely situation for Oli to be in, to have the 2 different approaches to his attacking lineup. And then you've got Greenwood, and then you've got Rashford, who can do something up front as well. So it's nice to have the blend. It's nice to have that striker with those abilities to, have the aerial attacking ability and score those kind of goals. It's brilliant. I think in the Champions League, it will come good. So I like the Telles crossing ability to kind of help and exploit that ability of his as well. Do you see what I'm saying?
Ibs, what do you think about that situation, Martial and Cavani? From what you've seen so far, what do you start?
It's good to have options, because if you didn't have Cavani and Martial was injured today, you might have just played Rashford up front. And although I like Rashford up front, sometimes it's good to have options. I just feel like you've got a striker who's a proven goal scorer. So he has to play at times, and so will Martial. But in situations like today, he'd probably state his claim to say, I can start midweek now. I don't know who you got. You got PSG midweek or
PSG, yeah.
There you go. He might look and say to Oli, big man, I need to start. Yeah, and it's good to have. You got to understand, the season is like 50 games long. You're going to need these players, especially around Christmas, where these guys put in, and him getting 2 goals is good for him. But Martial,
do you think right now Martial and Cavani is based on who we play against?
Yeah, probably. Okay. I'd say so. Because Ollie's changing it quite a lot. It doesn't matter. He doesn't really stick with the same 11 every week. So I feel like he's a gonna say 1 week you play, maybe 1 week you play, etc., and just go from there.
Dots, what do you think?
Boy, credit to Ole first of all, yeah, because when Ole messes up, guys are shouting Ole out.
Yeah,
but
100%.
I've always been Ole in, so
when he does something solid, certain man don't say stuff, boy. But
yeah,
you get. He brought my man on at halftime, and he changed the game on his head. Assist and 2 goals. What more can you want? The movement for that. I think it was the movement from the second goal. Both goals, even. How do you even anticipate that kind of like? It was a shot.
Striker, innit?
To be fair,
An out and out striker. You're sniffing.
Old school. It's not.
Yeah,
you're not seeing
you're
many
just sniffing.
strikers. You're not seeing many strikers in today's game doing that anymore. I used to see it all the time.
He's a throwback striker.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he's just no nonsense. He just wants his goal. That's what he lives off. Do you know what I mean? If he plays a good pass, he don't care. He wants a goal. Like he wants to until he gets his goal. He's that type of striker.
Superb.
Well, listen, in the game that happened, a lot of people, obviously in football groups and all over online and that, for United's midfield, they've been screaming at this Donny van der Beek. Yeah, Donny van der Beek has to play. He has to play. He has to do this. He has to do this. He's come in today and he did well. Yeah, did well. Now, my question is this, Kev, I'm going to fire at you first, as a United fan, me as well. Is Donny van der Beek's performances and United are racking up these results having a bad look on Paul Pogba right now?
Yes.
Explain.
Yes. I was ready to say yes before you finished the question. Yes. Listen, Pogba. Pogba is a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 ability player. Yeah. Yep. He has the ability for that 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 performance. The problem is the consistency. The way when he's off, he doesn't even give you a 5. He drops to a 3-2. You start giving the ball away recklessly, dribbling in his box, doing stupidness. So I like the balance Donny van der Beek brings. The decision making, he plays it simple when he needs to play it simple, and he has that ability up going forwards. I knew he could play this deeper line midfielder. Certain people disagreed with me, and I'm happy that he's showing his versatility right now.
So Dots, what do you think?
I think that's harsh on Pogba.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why he has to be cited. Like, you're winning the games.
I don't understand.
No, but this is my thing. This is my thing, Ibs. He's a man that when he's fit, he will demand to play. So he's not one of them guys that's just like, yo, if I'm fit, if these guys are in form, I'll just chill back here and just do my thing.
We all know a
Raiola statement will come out. We all know some sort of speech will come out from Raiola that his client's not happy. He's more happy in France, this, that, and the other. But he's not a player like Van der Beek. Everybody was moaning for him to get into the first 11. But when you speak to him in interviews, he was just calm. He was cool. He's like, yo, Ollie knows what he's doing. I'm sure I'll get my chance. When I get my chance, I just got to show the coach I can do this, this, and this. Pogba is not of that ilk. From what I've seen, he's not of that ilk.
Van der Beek is just he's a new boy. He's just
he's not really gonna.
Yeah, but look at the way everyone's clamoring for him, though.
Pogba's a World Cup winner, if you want to put it as that. It's cliche, but
come on, this World Cup winner stuff, man. Ozil was a World Cup winner, Dots.
No. Hold on.
Give me that.
I need to separate myself and make it known. Dots, I'm with you. He is a World Cup winner. I am a great fan, but I feel like Man United has let him down. Yeah, there's a lot of things that have taken place.
Please, Kev, don't come with this again, man.
No, we have let him down. We've let him down as well. Like it's not all one way. It never is usually, but in this case, it especially isn't. We've let him down as well. He's played in some terrible sides, some terrible players within United. Yes, he has. 100%.
Coach, let me ask you, where should Pogba be playing in that 11?
Pogba can only play for me in a 3 on the left of a 3.
Yeah,
that's number 8 that's a number 8.
Yeah, and that's the thing right now. When you ask him to sit next to Fred,
So my thing is this. With Pogba. The reason why he can't play at the moment is because Bruno's playing better than him at a number 10, so he can't play the number 10. He can't play in the deeper role because Ollie's clearly favouring the 2 in the middle. He doesn't like a pivot. He doesn't like the 1 and the 2. He likes the 2 and the 1. So it's clear that's what he likes. Pogba doesn't suit the deep line in midfield, doing a quarterback role and all that. and whatnot, and he's a liability defensively. So right now, as Ollie's getting the
Vienna,
result,
good night Vienna then.
no, it's good. It's good night Vienna, but the thing about it, Real Madrid is the only team he wants to go to, in my opinion. That's where he wants to go to. Zidane. They're not going to cough up the money. Huh?
Juve's on the cards too. You can go back there.
I don't
Juve now, but he got to cough up the money.
I wanted just to address the question you first asked about where does he play on the pitch. You're saying he can only play in one position. I agree with that. He can only play in one position. My point is, if you like, he has been too up and down. But Bruno was down for a few weeks. People started talking rubbish. He still was doing bits and contributing to the team. That's the thing. He still contributes in the number 10 position where you need a player that can score goals. Bruno is he's contributing scoring wise.
He's doing it all.
Pogba can't. Pardon?
He's doing it all right now, Bruno. Yeah, Bruno is just undroppable right now.
And so the thing is, right, Bruno does a lot of things in the game that are like very suspect. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's gonna give you that goal, and that's like he's gonna contribute to the game in a way at the same time. So that's what Pogba isn't doing. And that's the difference between the two, I think, at the moment. And that's probably why he's sitting on the bench, right?
And even in squads, he's not even touching match day squads.
Is he injured right now?
He's got an ankle injury here. He's got a tight hamstring.
He got injury, man. He's just not in the squad, bro.
And this is my whole thing about Pogba. He cannot just not be chosen. Does that make sense? And then that's the decision of the manager. You have to give him an injury. You have to give him this. Whereas the Van der Beeks and other players, when they get dropped, they just get dropped, and everybody hears about it. So this is my whole thing about Pogba right now. Kev, is it time to sell him? Is it time to sell him?
The first point you made about it always comes with that. He's a World Cup winner. It's not easy, and you're playing for Man United. It's not easy to explain that, yes, we've dropped him from the side. To be honest, I don't even think he's happy. I don't know if he's secretly gone to the side and said, listen, when you can, please let me go. I don't know. I really don't know.
100%.
He plays like that. He plays like he's not like someone that's not really like it's like he's still got COVID. They said he had COVID and he's come back and he's had this COVID all this time.
I gave him the COVID.
Waiting for him to recover.
He's waiting for the vaccine, yeah?
It's like he's playing like he's waiting for the vaccine. You don't know when he's gonna come back, but he hasn't come back since.
Yeah, the last international break, the 2 games he played for France that I saw looked like the Pogba that we know of him. So,
but the reason why, this is why I say when everyone talks about his French form and whatnot, once again, he's not there. He's got talent around him. Like when you look forward here and you're playing a through ball to Mbappe, and you look through, you're playing a 10-yard pass to Griezmann. These are quality players. Or when you lose the ball, chasing back is Kante.
He's playing that forward pass to Rashford and playing that 20-yard pass.
But Rashford ain't no Mbappe. That's the thing. Rashford's not an Mbappe. But the thing about it as well, what you said about Bruno, you see with Bruno, there's so many negative things that he does through a match where I feel like you said, what did you see there? What kind of pass was that? But guess what? He will keep trying to do the right things at the right times all the time. The consistency is there. That's why he always pops up with a goal.
And the intensity doesn't drop. And he runs and he tracks.
When Pogba's having a bad game, you know he's having a bad game.
When Pogba's having a bad game, he's finished.
That's my point. It drops to a 2.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't play like that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Well, listen, it might be time to sell him. Like if someone wants to buy him, might be time to sell him. I don't know.
I want egg on my face personally. I want to be proven wrong. I want him to come in the team and just be like Pogba, bam, here we are, here I am, World Cup winner, and then contribute to us.
I think that mentality is gone with him when it comes to him. I think it's
finished. Yeah, he's gone.
But listen, Ollie in so far. He lives to fight another day. Everyone's coming with this Pochettino.
I'll tell the truth. When you're 2-0 down, I was laughing my head off thinking, this Ole guy who comes with 2 wins and another, it's always a pattern. But to be fair, he pulled it out of the bag today. I'll give him that credit. Like he did pull it out of the bag today.
Yeah.
So you definitely didn't think he was going to, did you?
I didn't.
Had the memes lined up, you know.
I didn't.
He had it lined up for you, know.
But Yeah, boy. But fam, the thing is, what's man you playing for at the moment? Like, you're just going with the flow at the moment.
Listen, just let's let her do our thing under the radar. Just
Exactly. Just get the results. That's what that
just
matters.
Get the results.
Just get
That's
the
what we'll
results,
do.
bro.
Come after Christmas, we'll see what happens. After
you are,
Christmas.
I expect that.
And whatnot.
Fair enough.
All right, cool. Listen, moving on. Liverpool. They drew against Brighton. We're not really going to talk about the match. It wasn't the greatest match to watch.
Listen, this is very.
I think the more entertaining thing was Klopp versus BT Sport at the end of his interview, and what he was complaining about the fixture congestion.
Yeah, what do you think?
I will sit here and say I agree with what Klopp is saying 150%, because there is no reason for Liverpool to be the 12:30 kickoff when they're in Europe. Why can you not put the West Brom Sheffield United at 12:30? Why can't you put Everton versus Leeds at these games? They're being ruined because in Spain they're playing at 8 p.m, bro.
No, Ibs, listen, 8 p.m. I'll tell you why. Yeah, apparently, I didn't know this, but the 12:30 slot is the prime slot for Peas. Yeah, so cool. We can move you to 3 p.m. Liverpool, but you're not gonna get the piece from it. There's money behind that 12:30.
Yes, and that's my point.
And that's when I started thinking, so Klopp, you're cashing them checks. The pieces
exactly. Yeah.
Depending on the other side. Bro, what do you want here?
And that's his 5 substitute thing. He's like, listen, this just helps me out. If they have the 12:30 and they have the 5 substitutes, like I'm Gucci. At least I can have that freedom to rotate and do what I need to do.
100%. But they're not giving neither.
His 2 arguments are the time slots between Wednesday and Saturday, and also the 5 substitute thing it's a no-brainer to me. Come on. You've condensed and squashed the whole season. Come on, man are playing games every day.
But Dots, you say that, but who agreed? I said it in the last podcast. Who agreed to starting in September 12th? It was the Premier League teams, because if you don't start on September the 12th, you start losing money. Like you said, you can't choose and say, we want the money, we want the same sort of money. If you want the same sort of money, you've got to congest it because of the whole season.
Do you know what I want the backlash of this to be? When England go for the championships, there's pure injuries and there's no one for them to pick from.
That's likely to happen, though.
That's likely to happen for a lot of teams.
For a lot, all nations.
At the moment, right, clubs are scrapping for peace. You can't now tell them, listen, guys. They basically said to them,
was raw today.
You either start on October. When did it start? Was it
September 12th? Yeah. September 12th.
September, or you start in October, but you're going to lose 50 M's. Like, come on, we're going to start now then. But
so how can you now complain about the fixture congestion?
Work with the clubs. Work with everything.
How you just said it's the prime slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said Liverpool are a big club, like United are, like Arsenal are. They're big clubs around the world. For other countries who are putting money into the Premier League, because that's what it's about. It's about the TV revenue, because that's where they're making most of their money. So if you have to be at 12:30, you have to be at 12:30. My thing is, Ollie did the same thing last week, complaining. Yeah. My thing is this: go to your chief executives and let them know if you are going to say yes to this congested fixture for the whole season, and you want to start in September, you need to give me a bigger squad. That's what you need to give me. You need to give me a bigger squad. Yeah. So therefore, when we have this congestion, we're not playing Wednesday, Saturday, the same team. I can't have that in my players. My players will get injured. Once they get injured, your product gets sour. That's what happens.
But the teams who are going to suffer are the top 6 or 7. Let's be honest. Because Everton and Leeds did not need to be at half-5. My point is, I get the 12:30 shots and all that stuff, but there's got to be an understanding that in Spain, Italy, France, Holland, they help their teams out.
But the difference is...
I understand the difference in money makes sense, but these men don't care for money like that. And that's where it goes wrong, because it's all money, money, money. But in Spain... No, but listen, in Spain, they'll play them at 8, yeah? Cool. So Madrid play at 8 o'clock. When it goes to the championship, you're going to see a fresher Spain squad or a fresher France squad, the ones who are not in the Premier, etc., etc. So that's why they do so well. But these England players get so overworked.
But why do they play at 8 o'clock in Spain? So, for example, Real Madrid and Barca negotiate their own TV rights, from what I know. So they
I know they do that. But even Italy, even France, like Lyon played today. Lyon played like midweek. But I'm saying that all these clubs will always help their other teams out. The country.
Can I just ask, is the Premier League the only one doing 3 subs at the moment?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
English, the EPL is the only. That's a no-brainer to me.
They're doing 5 subs in the Championship, G.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. This is my thing. I get why we're having the 5 subs discussion like Klopp and Ollie and all that sort of stuff. But once again, you're crying over spilt milk. You guys got the peas to go and get these bigger squads. Yeah. So if you got more fixtures, you need to get a bigger squad. That's my whole thing. Because guess what? If I'm Sheffield United, yeah, and I'm playing against Liverpool have got 1 or 2 injuries and they've only got 3 subs. Now I've got to stretch them to have 5 subs. So they can change half their team when they should have a bigger squad anyway. And then
and their squad has been cleared, G. What? Come on.
Evidently, it's not big enough. Evidently, it's not big enough.
How big do you want it to be? 60 man.
No, you know what? The squad thing he's saying makes sense.
Furthermore,
and even
you can only have a certain man in the squad anyway. You can have. There's a squad limit, guys.
18. Okay, you got 25 for the season. 18.
Exactly.
No, but when guys are getting cleared with injuries, then what? You're
but if Aubameyang, Lacazette, Xhaka, Partey, and Ceballos all got cleared, I can't now just go call up 5 new Manji.
Yeah,
I've just got to pay you guys. That's what I mean. So because if now, he can't bring Ozil in, you can't bring Saliba in
because you picked a 25-man squad.
Exactly. So being bigger squad means nothing because they're still good. If they get cleared, they don't matter.
But what I'm saying is that usually all these mad injuries here don't usually happen. People are saying it because no. They're saying it's fixture. You're saying it's fixture after fixture. That's what you're blaming it. But what I'm saying is that the only people I see complaining, obviously, are the top teams. But the top teams have to realize this. You need to go to your CEO and say, yo, why did you agree to these fixture things with BT Sport? Because BT Sport don't put these things out there until these chief executives say, yes, that is fine.
Chief executive, we say, listen, I agreed to it because it was 25 million, 30 million.
Exactly. So whose fault is that? Is that BT Sport or is that your
they just looked at the figures and said, yep, works for us.
Not being a different argument. The main thing for me is the 5 subs. When football returned after lockdown, they had 5 subs.
Why?
Why now is it not 5 subs?
No, but the COVID thing was different because remember they weren't officially training. So to rush them back into the season to start again, you were definitely going to get trained because.
Go on. Squash the season.
Go on.
Fine.
No, because once you have 3 months, see, as a professional footballer, once you have 3 months off, remember that's why they have pre-season when they have 3 months off.
They've had a 3-week pre-season now, bro.
Exactly.
No, but
so it was the risk of.
My whole point is this. You chose that, G.
No, we understand, but then there's no reason to not have 5 subs.
Yeah, exactly. There was a risk, but the 5 subs, when they brought the 5 subs in, there was a risk of injury. It was supposed to ease the situation. The situation hasn't changed.
Exactly.
There was no need to make it go back down to 3.
Hasn't changed.
Like if the championship can have 5 subs, where there are international players who will play in countries in Euros and stuff, how can the Prem not have 5 subs? I understand, Man City will be able to bring on this.
Clubs.
That's the club. Yeah, it's the Chris Wilders,
Useless clubs, It's unfair. How is it unfair? You've got 1 point, bro. What's the fairness? It doesn't make no difference.
Exactly. I'm saying I've got 1 point and you still want to give the big teams 5 subs. No way.
But last season, I guarantee you, if you'd said to Chris Wilder last season in March, when these men were riding high, 5 subs, he'd have been swimming. McGoldrick, Ald McBurney, cool. Now it's, you know what? I don't really want 5 subs.
Well, listen, I guess this is why the top 6 clubs want that new proposal to go. Even though it's not going to go through. They want more control of the league so they can make decisions like this.
Klopp said the last managers meeting they had, I think, was 14 out of 20 managers voted in favor for 5 because they're seeing now. Lanana comes on 5 minutes, his leg is cleared.
Listen. This is a debate that's going to go on for a while. So hopefully, maybe the Premier League might look at it like
eyes are opening now, man.
Like the handball and stuff. But listen, just moving on quickly. Next week, Arsenal versus Tottenham. Quick score predictions. Yeah, I'm gonna go through everyone. Kev, you can go first. Score prediction.
Draw.
He
draw,
hedged it,
draw.
man. He hedged
No,
it.
you know, I was
on the
gonna go
fence.
Tottenham, but this is when Arsenal they know how to pick it back up. I believe they know how to turn. Like it's all going straight.
Who's at home? Spurs.
Pardon?
Yeah, Spurs are at home.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where it is. They're not. Arsenal aren't doing well. They've got a derby against Spurs. Okay, draw. Yeah, I'm going with a draw.
Ibs.
Do you know what? I'm going to be brazy with it. Arsenal going to win. I don't care.
Scoreline. Come on, scoreline.
Arsenal just. I don't concede. 2-1 Arsenal. I'm just going to say it. Cool. Get on with it.
Dots, what are you saying?
Arsenal going to win. It's one of their performances where Arsenal have to win. Kai, if we lose to Spurs, hey! Hey! And if we were to get pummeled by Spurs, don't look at your phone. Don't go to work. Don't do none of that.
Mourinho as well. He'll probably slide on the pitch, fist pumping.
Bro, it'll be long. So Arsenal have to win. It's a must win. Must win for Arsenal. So I'm going Arsenal 2-1.
Listen, my prediction is based on if Partey is fit, for starters. If Partey's not on that grass next week, good night. It could be a 4-0 off, like, you get me. But if Partey's on, I'll go for a 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0? Oh, you think keep a clean sheet if Partey's there?
Not just because if he's there, but I would sway to that kind of scoreline.
Okay.
But yeah, if Partey's not there and it's the same kind of lineup as today, 3-1.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if Spurs don't win, to be fair.
Yeah, I didn't say scoreline, did I?
Yeah,
I'd go 2-2, boy.
Oh,
my scoreline is goals. Because Son and Kane.
Next week, just Son running in behind, pressing it, doing this stupid
struggling.
Well, listen, it's going to be a good one. So obviously we'll be back, obviously, for that one next week. All right, just before we go, anyone watch the boxing yesterday?
100%.
Anyone see Nate Robinson hit the canvas?
Wake up, man.
Oh,
He just needed
Uncle
to wake
Nate.
up, bro.
We're not going to talk about... Okay, go on.
Hey, hold on. What made me laugh, was the Snoop Dogg
Good night, Irene.
Oh, man said, Nate's coming forward with no defense. He's just running forward. Defense.
Nate was
just got
towards
clocked.
Why you want to go fast to the bank?
I have never seen no one has been bantered after a loss so hard.
Yeah,
literally went on the socials, and so many famous people, so many basketballers were laughing at Nate Robinson. They
were telling him not to do it, and he said he's doing it for the culture. A lot of people say, so where do we go from here?
I'm ready to shock the world. I'm ready to.
I see Steph Curry said, yep, he done that. There was no lies.
Basketballers, no, they're not boxers. They're not boxers.
They're not boxers.
Don't step into that ring.
There's some of them that could hold their own, I think.
Listen, even with the amateurs, like, what's his name? Jake Paul. Is it Jake Paul or whatever?
Yeah.
What's his name? Even those, like, he's been training for a while, though, like, and had fights underneath his belt and that. But when he got clocked the first time, they shook him up. And then the second one hit him and he just hit the canvas. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing like this, but it was just too funny. When his face hit the canvas, he was gone.
More seriously, the Dubois fight.
That's the one.
Yes.
Let me hear what you have to say about this. Like,
I don't really like either of them, to be fair. So I'll let you lot talk.
Oh,
you don't like?
I don't like either of them, man. That's just poor standard for me, man.
100%.
They're just not. They're not the levels I'm looking at, man. They're just cool, great Brits and all that, but not for me, man.
Like someone said it in the group yesterday. I think it was Nacy, that the gap between the top level and
the rest is shocking.
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, watching that fight, it's just like, come on, man. Like, you guys, cool, man. Get your few pounds and this and that, but you're never gonna get dollars.
I didn't think Dubois was gonna. I didn't think
sleep.
And in hindsight, right? Yeah. I think to myself, what was I thinking? He's had 15 fights, blasted everyone away. He's never not been tested like that. Gee, as soon as those jabs was touching his eye,
but that's why I think with heavyweight boxing, it's easy to knock out bums. But when you get put with a serious boxer, it's long, bro.
During the fight, the confusion led me to box rec immediately. Like, what is going on? You know the one there, Lloyd. You know when you actually have to load it. Like, hold on a second. What's this guy been doing?
Yeah,
What is he been
same,
doing?
same.
Who's been training him? I'm searching for his trainer's name.
Bro,
I'm seeing
search,
his
find
opponent.
them. Find them.
I'm seeing his opponent. He's got a legendary trainer, and he's got some bum training him.
Boxing, if you're not wired in properly, boxing is very deceiving because I promise you, 90% of people thought Dubois was gonna show him.
Yeah.
Get me? But then you have to think like this guy has been sleeping bums. He's been fighting bums.
Yeah.
Bums.
So
and he got caught out.
Yeah.
What about thing? Anyone watch the Tyson and Roy Jones Jr.?
Yeah.
I mean,
Tyson looked, get me, the lateral head movement. I was surprised, right?
Tyson's always had that on Smash, to be fair.
He came with intent, like the way.
I think he won the fight personally. I think he won the fight.
Yeah, I think they did a draw to get a rematch, more money.
More money.
Because Tyson would have been getting upset with that holding. That holding was long.
Yeah.
That holding was ridiculous.
Yeah.
What was Roy Jones? What was he when he was? What division was he in? Middleweight.
Light heavyweight.
Light heavy. Oh, light heavy.
Middle,
Okay,
he started
cool.
at middle.
Yeah,
middle,
middle went up. Yeah, I think Tyson won that fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Tyson won it, but like you said, it's just all for the money.
Yeah.
When they said we're gonna push it again, Jones was looking at what?
I've got my check. I'm out, boy.
Those bangs were hurting. I'm not really on this. Like,
yeah.
He don't want it again. He doesn't want it again.
Tyson needs it, man. Tyson probably needs it more than him and whatnot. But it's good, man. All right, then, guys, man. It was a good one. Hopefully, Samuel's back here next week and whatnot. And boy, Spurs versus Arsenal. We'll see how that is, boy.
Weekend.
What you say?
Bro, Ibs, how do you feel? Because I don't know, bro. Like,
do you know what? There's not a feeling anymore. I was talking to my brother about this earlier. I said, see Arsenal, yeah? And I think it's because I've got older. Like, I'm 30 now. I think I enjoyed Arsenal when I'm supposed to growing up. See, I was never the kid who got bantered at school. You know, I saw my team winning. Now it's just...
Bro, but it's worse now.
Exactly. But it's worse now. But me, I'm just like, no, but I can't let Arsenal ruin my weekend teas. No more. No more.
After this,
no more. Do you know what's funny?
We come out of lockdown next week, G, or whatever it is. G, do you think if Arsenal lose to Spurs, I'm gonna just sit? Nah, G, no.
Quarantine.
No, bro. I cannot let that team ruin my weekend.
No, isolate.
Dark sometimes, fam.
I just feel numb. Like I don't even feel a feeling. It's just Arsenal lost. Okay, cool. What am I doing? Let me play.
Well, listen. Either way, you don't got to show up next week anyway. Zoom or whatever. You got to show up. Win, lose or draw.
Win, lose or draw. I'll be.
Yeah, you just show up and show us everything. But guys, thanks for tuning in today.
Yeah, guys.
Next week, back to usual. Sam will be back from his little self-isolation and whatnot. We'll be back with another one. So nice one, guys. Yes. Subscribe, follow. Like everything. Yeah. Nice one, guys, man.
Cheers.
Nice one.
Cool.
Thank you. See you later.